In part 7, we're going to receive a kind of a bonus, and that bonus is 2 new handles. The first one is I've had to. So we're going to work with the verb tener, and we know that in the have past, this would become tenido. So we get that ido sound because it's an ER verb. So we have tenido. Now, to say I've had, we'd simply add in our auxiliary verb here, he tenido. So this is I have had. I have had. He tenido. So we could say something like, I've had this experience before. Experience in Spanish is experiencia. Experiencia. So how would you say that? I've had this experience before. He tenido esta experiencia antes. Now what we want to do is make the leap to I've had to, and that is simply he tenido que. Just the same as we have I have to, tengo que. Now we have I've had to in the past. So he tenido que. How would you say I've had to do it before? He tenido que hacerlo antes. This is I have had with the que. I have had to do it, hacerlo antes. So this is working as a handle. He tenido que. The same way as I have to, but now in the past. I've had to. What about this one? I've had to tell him before. He tenido que decirle antes. Let's switch angles. How would you say the same thing now, but you've had to tell him before? Has tenido que decirle antes. She's had to tell him before. Ha tenido que decirle antes. We've had to tell him before. Hemos tenido que decirle antes. They've had to tell him before. Han tenido que decirle antes. What about this one? I've had to be there many times for him. He tenido que estar allí muchas veces por él. For him here. So he's the reason why I've had to be there many times. It's for him. So this is why we went with por, because he's the reason why I've had to be there many times. So to summarize, this is our new handle, our new modal verb, I've had to. He tenido que. And after that comes whatever verb you like. So I've had to, or I have had to, if you want to say it the long way. I've had to do it. He tenido que hacerlo. I've had to tell him. He tenido que decirle. I've had to explain it many times. He tenido que explicarlo muchas veces. I've had to explain it to him. He tenido que explicárselo. Remember, this is the it to him, or it to her, it to him, it to them, all expressed with these double pronouns, sello. But again, the handle is still there. So whatever follows is the full verb, and then hooking on whatever pronouns you need to add to that. Very simple. One more. I've had to study very hard this year, or let's say I've had to study a lot this year. He tenido que estudiar mucho este año. So very useful to be able to say I've had to. He tenido que. The second handle or modal verb we get is this one, I've wanted to, or the long way, I have wanted to. So we start off with the verb to want, which is querer, querer. Now, in the have past, we know that this ER most of the time goes to an ido sound. So we have querido. And if we want to say I've wanted to or I have wanted to, we put in our auxiliary verb here of haber. So he querido would be I've wanted to or I have wanted to. He querido. And because this is a handle, whatever follows is going to be the full verb. How would you say, I've wanted to go there for years? He querido ir allí por años. Here we have our handle, I've wanted to. To go is ir, and there, allí. He querido ir allí. And then this is a duration of time. So for years, the for we use this por because it's not a deadline but a duration of time. He querido ir allí por años. How would you say you've wanted to see him for years? Has querido verlo por años. Here we're switching angles. Has querido is you've wanted to. Has querido verlo. Notice we have the full verb. Try this one. He's wanted to tell me for a long time. This one here, for a long time, we're going to express it with por mucho tiempo. So how would you say that? Ha querido decirme por mucho tiempo. We've always wanted to visit you. Siempre hemos querido visitarte. Here we're switching angles to we've wanted or we have wanted. Hemos querido visitarte. Notice we have the full verb and just hooking on whatever pronoun we wish to use. So we've always wanted to visit you. Siempre hemos querido visitarte. Try this one. They've never wanted to do it. Nunca ha querido hacerlo. So never. They have wanted to do it. Hacerlo. Nunca ha querido hacerlo. So here we have our second handle coming out of this have past. I've wanted to or I have wanted to. It's the same thing because this is a handle, you can just put whatever full verb you want. So I've wanted to see you. He querido verte. I've wanted to sell it. He querido venderlo. I've wanted to go there for a long time. He querido ir allí por mucho tiempo. Of course, if you wanted to say, I haven't wanted, you simply throw in the no here. So, I haven't wanted to see him. No he querido verlo. Either way, I've wanted, he querido, I haven't wanted, no he querido.